He doesn't reply to your messages, ignores your calls, and treats you as if you're nothing. You feel angry, frustrated, and confused. You might ask yourself, why is he doing this? What did I do to deserve it? Should I try harder? Stop right there. Chasing someone who ignores you is the biggest mistake you can make. The solution isn't in begging, blaming, or trying to get their attention. It's in a smart strategy that makes them come back to you. In this video, I'll share with you 10 golden secrets from Stoic philosophy that will make you irresistible, a person others regret losing and will do anything to come back to. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any video that could change your life.
Because the knowledge you'll gain here will make you stronger and more confident than ever before. Watch the video until the end. The 10th rule could change your life forever. First rule: don't show weakness or need. When someone ignores you, the natural reaction for many people is to try to regain that person's attention in any way possible, sending constant messages, trying to call, seeking explanations, or even blaming and complaining. But these actions only give the other person a sense of power, as if they control your emotions, while putting you in a position of weakness. When you show neediness towards someone who is ignoring you, you prove that you can't live without them, which makes them more comfortable continuing to ignore you, and perhaps even pushes them to go further. A person who knows you'll always be available as an option will never fear losing you. The solution lies in applying the Stoic Golden Rule. You cannot control others' actions, but you can control your reactions. When someone ignores you, show no reaction. Don't try to explain their behavior, don't ask why, and don't chase them with messages. Instead, continue living your life as if nothing happened. This will make them wonder, why didn't they care? Have I lost my value to them? Are they better off without me? This is the first key to making someone regret ignoring you and eventually return to you. Second rule: be mysterious and don't give them information. Don't be an open book to someone who chose to walk away. If they continue to know everything about your life through social media or mutual friends, they'll feel a false sense of comfort, as if they haven't really lost you. Too much information reduces any feeling of regret or need to return because everything remains within their reach. The solution is strategic silence. Make them wonder, why don't I know anything about them anymore? Have they changed? Are they better without me? Stoics believe that mystery is power, and that people are drawn to what they cannot understand. Don't hint. Don't share every detail of your day. Keep part of your life out of sight. When they realize they've lost access to your world, they'll start searching for you again and understand that you're no longer as available as they thought. At that point, they'll see that ignoring you was a mistake, and if they come back, it will be on your terms.
Third rule: invest in yourself and make your life more exciting. A person who lives a life full of passion and achievements is always more attractive. Their energy naturally draws others in without effort. Don't waste your time being sad or waiting for someone who chose to walk away. Instead, make yourself irresistible by developing your skills and discovering your true potential. Start by practicing new hobbies, learning something you've never tried before, traveling, spending time with inspiring people, and focusing on achieving your goals. When the one who ignored you sees that you haven't been affected, that you've become stronger, more confident, and happier, they'll realize you no longer need them as they once believed. Then they'll begin to regret no longer being part of your exciting life. Stoic philosophy teaches that happiness must come from within, not from having a certain person in your life. Once you reach that stage, you'll become more attractive than ever, not only to the one who neglected you, but to everyone around you. Instead of asking, "Why did they ignore me?" ask, "How can I become better than I was before?" When that happens, everything will begin to change in your favor, including the people who once thought they could live without you. Fourth rule: don't try to make them jealous directly. Trying to provoke someone's jealousy intentionally by posting exaggerated photos or bragging about superficial things makes you look like you're only seeking their attention, which weakens your impact instead of strengthening it. When you act only to trigger their reaction, they'll hold on even more tightly to ignoring you, seeing that you're still emotionally attached, which is the opposite of what you want. Stoic philosophy teaches that true strength lies in living by your own standards, not in trying to provoke reactions from others. The solution is to make your growth and transformation natural, not targeted at that person. Focus on yourself. Be genuinely happy and confident. Continue building your life without trying to prove anything to anyone. When you become happier, more confident, and more focused on your life, the effect will be far stronger than any deliberate attempt to stir jealousy. Others will notice your transformation effortlessly. The one who ignored you will start to feel left out of your evolving world and realize that walking away from you might have been a mistake. Fifth rule: don't wait for their return. Live as if they no longer exist. Waiting is the biggest sign of attachment. When someone senses that you're still stuck in the loop of waiting, they'll see no reason to come back. The longer you stay in a state of anticipation, the more they feel in control, comfortable knowing they'll always be an available option whenever they want. True strength lies in letting go of attachment, in living your life as if they never existed. Stoics believe that a person should focus only on what they can control and never waste energy on what's beyond their power. The solution? Live your life as if nothing happened. Focus on yourself, your happiness, and building a future that doesn't depend on anyone's presence. Don't send any signals that you're waiting. Don't watch their actions. Don't expect apologies or explanations. Instead, invest your time in self-development. When they realize that you no longer need them, that you're moving forward strongly and without a trace of sadness, regret will begin to creep in. They'll see that you're no longer the person who used to wait for their attention, and they'll understand too late that they're no longer part of your world. If they do return, it will be on your terms, not theirs. Sixth rule: be ready to lose them completely. Clinging to someone who ignores you won't bring them closer. It only makes you appear weak and easily attainable, which lowers your value in their eyes. The more afraid you are of losing them, the more they can exploit that fear, and they may continue ignoring you because they know you won't go far. Regaining your strength and dignity doesn't come from trying to win them back. It comes from being fully prepared to lose them without hesitation. Stoics believe that true strength comes from non-attachment and from understanding that life goes on whether that person is part of it or not. The solution is simple, but requires courage. Move forward as if it doesn't concern you. Live according to your own standards, not according to what others expect or want from you. When they realize that you're no longer emotionally tied to them and no longer fear their absence, the balance shifts. They'll start to feel that they've lost control and may begin to regret losing someone they never should have let go of. True strength is not in reclaiming those who left, but in continuing forward as if you lost nothing at all. Seventh rule: don't show anger or resentment. Anger and resentment toward someone who ignored you give them a sense of power, as if they still control your emotions. The more you show that you're affected, whether through words or actions, the more they'll feel they've won emotionally, which encourages them to keep ignoring you or even provoke you further. Stoics believe that rational reaction is the key to real strength, and that the best way to ignore someone is to behave as if nothing has affected you. The solution is simple yet effective. Stay calm. Don't show signs of anger or frustration. If you happen to see them, act naturally, speak confidently, and smile calmly. This composure will make them wonder, why didn't they get angry? Why do they seem happy? Was I not as important to them as I thought? That's when regret begins to creep in. When you remain composed, you prove that you're stronger than they believed, that you don't need them as much as they expected. This will make them rethink their decision and wish they still had your attention, just as they did before. Eighth rule: leave a powerful impression wherever you go. Be the kind of person who cannot be replaced, who is unforgettable, and who leaves a clear mark in others' lives. Don't base your value on someone's presence in your life. Instead, make yourself a person of value everywhere, in your work, your relationships, and your way of treating people. When you are exceptional, someone who makes others feel valued and inspired, losing you becomes something that can't be easily ignored. Stoics believe that true worth comes from real actions and positive influence, not just from existing in someone's life. The solution isn't to chase the one who ignored you, but to become someone so significant that losing you feels like a real loss. Develop yourself, leave a good impression on everyone you meet, and be the person who makes life brighter and more meaningful for others. When the one who ignored you sees you succeeding, achieving your goals, and living a passionate, evolving life, they'll realize they lost something, someone truly irreplaceable. They'll start to regret their decision to walk away. Make yourself unforgettable, and you'll see how those who once thought they could live without you will begin to return, drawn back by the light they thought they could replace. Ninth rule: don't accept their quick return. Make it a challenge. Someone who ignored you and then comes back should not find you easily available, as if nothing happened. Doing so will only encourage them to repeat the same behavior in the future. If you return to them immediately, you're sending an indirect message that you were waiting for them all along, which lowers your value in their eyes. Stoics believe that respect is earned, not given freely, and that anyone who decides to come back into your life must prove they deserve that place again. The solution: don't treat their return as something guaranteed. Set new standards. Make it a challenge so they feel they need to put in real effort to regain their place in your life. Make them realize that things have changed and that they won't get the same treatment they once had without showing they truly deserve it. This doesn't mean you have to be cold or cruel, but be wise in how you respond. Let them see you as a strong, self-aware person, not as a backup option. When they understand that they must work to earn your trust again, they'll begin to respect and value you in a new way. Make returning to your life a privilege, not a free second chance. 10th rule: fill your life with happiness and independence. The most powerful weapon you can have is to become a person who doesn't depend on anyone else for happiness. When you're fulfilled, passionate, and full of energy, you naturally attract others without even trying. Nothing draws people in more than someone who lives freely, enjoys every moment, and achieves their goals without needing anyone's approval or support. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that true happiness comes from within, not from having a particular person in your life.
So make it your goal to build a life that feels whole on its own, one that doesn't need anyone else to complete it. Practice your hobbies, take care of your health, expand your horizons, and keep growing every day. When the person who ignored you sees that you weren't affected, that you've become stronger, happier, and more successful, they'll regret no longer being part of your amazing journey. An independent, confident person doesn't chase others, they inspire them. Don't try to prove anything to anyone, just focus on becoming the best version of yourself. When you do, those who left will return, but by then, you'll be the one deciding whether they deserve to come back or not. Inner happiness and mental strength are the greatest things you can achieve. They make you unforgettable. When you embrace these Stoic principles, you'll no longer be at the mercy of those who ignore or undervalue you. You'll become someone who controls their emotions, doesn't chase anyone, and lives with confidence and independence. Stoicism gives you true power, the kind that makes you need no one, yet everyone wants to be part of your life. So instead of waiting for others' attention, become the source of strength and balance yourself, and watch how everything shifts in your favor. Those who once thought they could live without you will eventually find themselves asking, how did they become so strong? Why don't they care anymore? How can I get back into their life? But the difference now is that you're no longer waiting for their return. You've become the person worthy of being part of your own powerful world. Take control of your life, take control of your emotions, and you'll discover that your greatest weapon is needing no one to prove your worth. Now it's your turn. Take the first step toward this strength. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell for more self-development insights, and share your experience in the comments. Which rule impacted you the most? Have you ever gone through a similar situation? Let's talk about it together.